Welcome to Global News TV, your go-to source for in-depth analysis of the events shaping our world. Every day, we bring you comprehensive coverage of major international developments. Today, we focus on three key topics dominating the news: the exceptional European summit on Ukraine, the U.S. Vice President's visit to the Mexican border, and Egypt's plan for the future of Gaza. European Union leaders gathered in Brussels for an exceptional summit dedicated to the situation in Ukraine. As the war between Kyiv and Moscow enters a critical phase, the EU is looking to strengthen its support for Ukraine, both militarily and financially. One of the main issues at stake is the adoption of a new financial and military aid package for Kyiv. Discussions also focus on potential new sanctions against Russia and ways to reduce Europe's energy dependence on Moscow. While some countries advocate for increased assistance, others worrying about the economic repercussions for the continent. This summit takes place in a context of ongoing tensions between the West and Russia. The outcome of these negotiations will be crucial for the future of the conflict and for Europe's security. Amid growing tensions over immigration in the United States, Vice President Kamala Harris visited the U.S.-Mexico border to assess the situation and propose concrete solutions. Her visit comes as migration flows from Latin America continue to rise, fueling political debates in Washington. The White House is striving to balance strict border controls with a humanitarian approach while working with Mexican and Central American governments to curb migration. Kamala Harris reaffirmed the Biden administration's commitment to a lasting immigration reform while strengthening border enforcement. Whether these measures will be enough to appease critics from both the opposition and within her own party remains to be seen. As the situation in Gaza remains dire, Egypt has presented a plan aimed at stabilizing the region and preparing for the post-conflict phase. This initiative, which includes the reconstruction of Palestinian territories and a political transition, faces significant challenges. Cairo insists on the need for a unified Palestinian government, excluding any influence from Hamas, an organization that Tel Aviv views as a major threat. Meanwhile, Israel remains firm: no solution will be accepted as long as the armed group remains active in Gaza. Negotiations are expected to be difficult, especially as the United States and other international actors try to mediate and prevent further escalation. The future of Gaza will largely depend on these talks and the political balance that emerges from them. These three issues highlight the diplomatic, security, and humanitarian challenges facing the international community. Europe is redefining its support for Ukraine, the United States is tackling the immigration crisis, and the Middle East is searching for a lasting resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. More than ever, the decisions made today will have a major impact on the global balance of tomorrow. Stay tuned to Global News TV for the latest updates on these critical international issues.